It's 11 p.m. You should be asleep. Instead, you're scrolling. Through disasters, through arguments, through news that makes your stomach turn and your heart race. Climate collapse, political chaos, economic doom, war, violence, cruelty, the endless parade of everything wrong with the world, delivered directly to your exhausted brain at the exact moment you should be winding down. You know it's making your anxiety worse. You can feel your body tensing with every headline, your chest getting tighter, your thoughts spiraling into worst-case scenarios. But you keep scrolling, not because you're learning anything useful, not because you can do anything about it. You scroll because not knowing feels more dangerous than knowing. Because if you stop paying attention, something terrible might happen and you won't be prepared. Because staying informed feels like staying in control, even when the information is just making you feel powerless. This is doom scrolling, and it's not really about the news. It's about anxiety wearing the mask of responsibility. It's about control disguised as awareness. It's about filling the silence before sleep with noise so loud you can't hear your own thoughts. So why can't you put the phone down? What are you really searching for in the digital wasteland? And what's it costing you to stay plugged into the apocalypse? Here's what your brain is telling you. If you know about every possible disaster, you can prepare for it. If you read about the economic crash, you'll be ready. If you study the climate reports, you won't be blindsided. If you understand every political threat, you can protect yourself. Your brain thinks information equals control, but it doesn't. You're not reading news reports. You're reading horror stories. You're not staying informed. You're marinating in catastrophe, and none of it, not a single headline, actually gives you power. You can't stop the climate crisis by reading about it at midnight. You can't prevent war by scrolling through Twitter threads. You can't solve systemic problems by absorbing them into your nervous system, one panic-inducing article at a time. What you're actually doing, you're outsourcing your anxiety to the entire world. Instead of dealing with your personal fears, your job, your relationships, your own uncertain future, you're replacing them with global ones. Because somehow, worrying about the collapse of civilization feels more manageable than worrying about whether you're failing at your own life. It's easier to doom scroll about things you can't control than to face the things you can. The world ending? That's not your fault. Your life falling apart? That one's harder to avoid. So you scroll and scroll and scroll and convince yourself you're being responsible, informed, aware, when really you're just afraid. But let's be honest about something else. You're not just doom scrolling because you're anxious about the world. You're doing it because you're terrified of being alone with yourself. Sleep means silence, and silence means thoughts. The ones you've been outrunning all day. Did I mess up that conversation? Am I wasting my life? Why can't I get my shit together? What if I'm not actually okay? Those thoughts are waiting for you the second you turn off the light. So you don't turn off the light. You don't let it get quiet. You fill the gap with other people's disasters so you don't have to sit with your own. Psychologists call this revenge bedtime procrastination. You're reclaiming time for yourself after a day of obligations. Except you're not actually doing anything for yourself. You're doom consuming. You're trading rest for the illusion of autonomy. I'll sleep when I decide to sleep. I'm in control here. Except you're not in control. The algorithm is, the outrage cycle is, the infinite scroll is. You're not choosing to stay awake. You're just too scared to stop. Because stopping means facing the fact that you're exhausted, that you're overwhelmed, that you need help but don't know how to ask for it, so you keep scrolling. One more article, one more thread, one more catastrophe to absorb. Anything to delay the reckoning with yourself. Let's talk about why doom scrolling feels so compulsive. It's not just anxiety. It's biochemistry. Every time you see something shocking, your brain releases a tiny hit of dopamine. Not because you enjoy it, but because your brain is wired to pay attention to threats. In evolutionary terms, noticing danger kept you alive. The rustling in the bushes could be a predator. You needed to pay attention. Now, the rustling in the bushes is a push notification about economic collapse, and your brain can't tell the difference. So it treats every headline like a saber-toothed tiger, alert, vigilant, focused, and that focus. It feels like something in a world where you feel powerless, distracted, and not paying attention to disaster makes you feel awake. You're not passively existing. You're witnessing. You're aware. You're tracking the threat. And there's a dark satisfaction in that. It's the same reason people can't look away from car crashes. The same reason true crime is addictive. Your brain rewards you for paying attention to danger. Even when that danger is completely outside, you're controlled, so you keep feeding it more disaster, more outrage, more proof that the world is falling apart. And your brain says, good, stay alert, keep watching, even though watching is destroying you. You think doom scrolling is harmless, a bad habit, sure, but not that serious. Let me tell you what it's actually doing. It's destroying your sleep. Blue light from your screen suppresses melatonin. The anxiety spikes your cortisol. You lie awake for hours after you finally put the phone down, replaying disasters in your head. It's warping your worldview. You're consuming a curated feed of the worst humanity has to offer. Your brain starts believing that's all there is, that the world is nothing but violence, cruelty, and collapse. It's making you feel helpless because you're absorbing problems you can't solve. And that learned helplessness bleeds into everything else. You stop believing you can change anything in the world, in your life, in yourself. You become paralyzed, passive, a spectator in your own existence. And here's the cruelest part. You're not even actually staying informed. You're just consuming rage bait, algorithmic junk food designed to keep you scrolling. The stuff that actually matters, the nuanced analysis, the solutions, the progress, doesn't make it into your feed because it doesn't trigger the outrage that keeps you hooked. So you're not becoming more informed. You're becoming more afraid. And fear is a terrible foundation for a life. So how do you stop? Not by shaming yourself. Not by trying to go cold turkey and failing and feeling worse. You stop by asking yourself, what am I actually trying to avoid? Are you procrastinating? Sleep because you're afraid of your own thoughts? Then maybe the work isn't putting down the phone. It's dealing with what you're running from. Are you scrolling because you feel powerless and this gives you the illusion of control? Then maybe you need to find actual ways to feel powerful. Small ones, real ones. Start with your phone settings. Put it in another room. Turn off notifications. Set app limits that actually enforce. Create a bedtime routine that doesn't involve screens. Read a book. Journal. Stare at the ceiling. Be bored. Be uncomfortable. Let the silence come. Let your thoughts arrive. They're not as dangerous as you think. And here's the radical part. Accept that you don't need to know everything. You don't need to be constantly updated on every global crisis. It's not your responsibility to carry the weight of the world's suffering. You're allowed to disengage, to protect your peace, to choose rest over vigilance. The world will keep turning whether you're watching or not, and you'll be better equipped to actually help if you're not running on 3 hours of sleep and a brain full of cortisol. Put the phone down, close your eyes, let yourself rest. The disasters will still be there tomorrow, but maybe you'll have the energy to do something about them. If you can't remember the last time you went to bed without scrolling through catastrophe.If, your last thought before sleep is always someone else's nightmare, you're not alone. Doom scrolling isn't a character flaw, it's a symptom of anxiety, of helplessness, of a world that profits from your attention. This is a space where that's understood. If you'd like to stay, consider subscribing. And if you want to share what you're really avoiding, what you're searching for in the scroll, what it's costing you, the comments are yours. Thank you for being here. The world doesn't need you to witness every disaster. It needs you rested, clear, present, put the phone down. You've earned the rest.